Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us again. Welcome back to our channel. This is the Love is Healing channel, and in this channel we aim to teach you, show you, embody that love is in fact healing, that when we love ourselves we can love others better, and we can integrate, we can have more empathy, we can have open conversations, especially with those that we disagree with the most. And yeah, we aim to have respectful dialogue and open-ended questions, and just, again, building that empathy and those connections with other people, especially those that believe differently from us. Also, we focus on psychoeducation and all things trauma, spirituality, honestly, just what comes up. All right, please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you have any comments on this video.
This is a containment meditation. This is a great one to do after an EMDR session, or if you need to contain some emotions that are coming up so that you can get through your day. We don't want to do this one all the time. We just want to do it whenever we are feeling overwhelmed by any emotions, memories, or anything else that's coming up. So to begin, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes or to look down and have a gentle focus. I'm going to invite you to bring attention to your breath, noticing your inhale and your exhale. Maybe taking a moment to deepen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. And now I'm going to invite you to imagine a container. It could be one similar to the one that was showed earlier on the screen, or it could be a different container. It could be a real container, or it could be one that you imagined. And I'm going to invite you to set the intention that anything that needs to contain for your greatest good is going to contain in this container any thoughts, judgments, memories, emotions, physical sensations, or anything else that it would serve your greatest good to contain is going to go into that container now. And you don't need to know exactly what's going into that container. Sometimes it might be easier not to. We're just going to set the intention that anything that needs to contain for your greatest good is going to contain. And if it helps, you may have some physical items that go into that container that represent anything that you're containing. So for example, with this gemstone container, I'm going to take some rocks and I'm going to put them into the container. And when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to have some sort of lid or way to close that container, and I'm going to invite you to put that onto the container now. And when you do this, you are containing anything that needs to be contained for your greatest good. If you don't feel ready to do that yet, if it feels like there's a lot coming up, that's okay. You can always take all the time you need to contain what's coming up so you can continue to contain even after this meditation ends. Or you can set the intention that your lid or way of closing the container is one way so that things can continue to come into the container, but they can't come out. So you have a one-way lid where things will continue to contain as needed, but they won't come out. And when you're ready, I invite you to find a place to store that container. Maybe it's in your sacred space, maybe it's someplace else. Maybe it's buried, maybe it's on a shelf somewhere. The important thing to know is that only you have access to whatever is stored in this container, and you are in charge of it. You get to decide when and if you process the things stored in the container and at what pace. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes, returning to the present moment, knowing that anything that needs to contain for your greatest good is contained.
As always, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. Please give us a like, share, subscribe. And you can find us at loveishealingllc.com for any bookings, trainings, collaborations, things like that. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and our handle is at loveishealingllc. Take care, everyone.